Uh, Hi everybody. So today I'm having Hussam Hameed with me today, who is the first Remax franchise owner in Sri Lanka. And Hussam has been practicing construction, developments, and also now he owns his own real estate franchise as well. Good to have you with us, Hussam. So how's things with you?
Thank you for inviting me, Akram. Thank you for the opportunity. Things are good. Thank you so much, and hope things with you are good as well.
Great, great. I mean, this whole situation seems to be easing out and coming back up, but yeah, I mean, I think it's time to live with this whole new normal life and just go with it. I mean, everyone's like, getting on with their life, but I mean, I have some friends who are stuck at Vaktala. I mean, they have been locked down for like a month or more, and I mean, somewhat we are lucky to be able to at least move around and go. Some have been just at home for the last 1.5 months. It's crazy. Have you all been operating these few days?
Yeah, in fact, we have been operating Akram. We also had a few of our realtors in isolated areas. In fact, our office in Kalambutan is still isolated. It's in the isolation area, but still for all, we have not given up. We are still working. We are working from home, most of us. And there was a lockdown period. I mean, an isolation period. So during that time, what we did is we didn't waste time. We immediately started coming up with a contingency plan. That was the first thing. So we had a contingency plan with the previous lockdown. So our contingency plan was basically to start working from home with our laptops. And the other thing is we started going online. We continued our Zoom huddles. Usually we have a weekly huddle every Monday. I don't know if you have seen it
Yeah, I think
on
I
my
think
social media
social media you
platform.
all post quite a lot on the huddle. So how about like when you say huddle, Hussam, but you all have like again you all get together, you all discuss your week plan, and then how has the how has it been working like that?
Yeah, good question, Akram. Akram, actually, I'm a member of Business Network International (BNI) as well, right? At BNI, we have structured meetings. So that's a structure with a structured meetings with structured agendas. So that's something that I learned from BNI. So as a BNI member for the last 2.5 years, I really enjoy being there. So what I did is I implemented something similar in my company. So we shamelessly copy at BNI. That's something that we do, right? So what I did is I created a agenda and structured the meeting. So what we basically do is we have a segment where uh, we share education slots with others. So we give each realtor an opportunity to share something, some educational thing. It could be something that they have learned or read from a book, or something that they practically do in life,
Yeah,
in their work life. So that's something that we do. And apart from that, we discuss business, because the main thing is at least once a week we must meet.
yeah,
Otherwise, the team would get dysfunctional. So we meet on a weekly basis. We discuss each other's progress. We pass referrals. We pass contacts or connect. I'm not contacts. We pass connections between each other. Because if you see, Remax is also a network, isn't it? So at Remax, we have a huge network. So we utilize from that network. So that is something that we do. Currently, I think at Remax in Sri Lanka, we have close to about 50 agents. So networking is very important for us. So we want to continue
is
that. So
this
at the huddle,
is this with
we
other
actually
Remax?
network.
Is this with other Remax agents as well, or is it only with your team?
Not really. Actually, this is only for us. But unfortunately, due to the lockdown, we don't have networking sessions. Otherwise, our Remax Sri Lanka head office, we organize a monthly networking session
Right.
at the Shangri-La. So we usually do that, but unfortunately we were not able to do that. But I think the region will call for an online networking session soon, because I don't think isolation and especially meeting physically at this point of time is advisable.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But how do you how has real estate been for you these few days? How these few months? How has it been for you?
Um, yeah. So Akram, for me, real estate is a passion, right? So that's something that I have in me. So what we are doing is at Remax, and especially at Infinity, Remax Infinity in my franchise, we are learning a lot of new things. Basically, we are learning from each other, and also we have our Remax university platform. So we learn from others overseas, right? We are learning new techniques. We are learning things that we could do to adapt in this particular point, this point of time. That's the most important, because this is a situation that was unprecedented. We didn't know much about this pandemic. In fact, I think as a younger generation, I think we are this is one of the worst that we have faced, especially in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So so I mean, adapting to it was not easy, but still for all, we are learning from others, from other countries, especially the US and other Asian countries. So we're learning on how we could adapt to the situation and do things differently, Akram. That's something that we must do. So I really enjoy seeing your videos and different things that you guys do. So that is something that, you know, we should adapt, go into more virtual platforms,
Yeah.
right? For virtual and social media platforms. So those are things that we are doing, Akram, at this point of time.
Sure.
We are in touch with our clients. We're calling them. We're finding out how they are, and we understand that they find it difficult at this point of time. So we advise them, and also we try to look into their safety as much as possible.
Yeah, that's great. That's great. I think that's something, but which needs to happen right now, because that's more of than trying to jump into everything. You are supposed to see how things go, and be with them, and get it going. So that you'll be ready. Once things are better. So how is Remax Infinity doing? What are the things you all are doing in terms of trying to do things differently in the market, and try to bring out new. What are you all looking at?
Yeah, from the start itself at Infinity, we always believed in our core values are trust, integrity, and ethical business practices. That's something that we have inculcated in our business model. And apart from that, all our realtors are fit to do. Basically, they are ready to go to the market and serve our clients. So that's the main thing, right? So at Infinity, what we do is we believe in uh, training. So we train our agents based on the Remax Fire Up program. Fire Up program is called the Fundamentals in Real Estate Universal Principles. So these are universal principles that are followed by other Remax franchises overseas as well. So we train our agents based on that. And also, I mean, you can always train theory, but there's nothing like going and doing it on the job, isn't it, Akram? I'm sure you will agree with me. So what we do is now, since we have realtors who are with us for more than 3+ years, right? We get the new agents to go with them and to go and find out for themselves. Just go as observers, go and sit with those agents and see how they are how they serve the client. So that's something that we do. So we also do some role plays in office, so many things that we do to
Yeah.
give
To
that
groom them
confidence
to
and the
to
boost.
build that confidence. Yeah. So how so,
Exactly, to
like,
build the confidence.
how have your realtors been performing? How have they been like what how have they been so far after the training and all, like with this whole situation also?
Very good question. Actually, it's mixed emotions. I would say, Akram. The thing is this, right? That one thing that I should do as a broker owner is to mentor my realtors at this point of time, because we are all going through a bad time. We are going through a phase now, right? So, but we should all see how we could look at the brighter side of this, even in this situation. Look at the brighter side.
Yeah.
So it's not a easy task for me, because I need to keep mentoring my realtors and coaching them and ensure that they are successful. But of course, if you take the most seasoned realtors within the franchise, they are basically working with me as well. They are working hard. So we basically ensure that the new agents are not left alone, right? So we make them part of the team. So we are doing a lot of mentoring. We are doing a lot of training programs. In fact, we have another training program happening this Friday as well from one of our senior realtors. So we are sharing knowledge with them, right? We want to keep that level of confidence as high as possible all the time, even at this point of time,
Yeah.
right? So that's what is going on. But nevertheless, I mean, our agents are working on deals. So we are listing properties. We are looking at closing deals. So we're doing a lot. So we are in touch with our clients. It's business as usual for us. But of course, with the situation, given the situation, I mean, if there is a lockdown or if it's an isolation, probably there could be delays here and there. But it's business as usual for Infinity.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, great. So, in terms of collaboration, Hussam, how has collaboration been with you all with other realtors apart from Remax, uh, Remax friends within the Remax family? How has it been collaborating with other agents as well?
Okay, Akram, you're in the industry for a you entered the industry, so you've been here also with your previous employer and all that, so you know the situation that's going on in the country. Unfortunately, there's a lot of unethical practices that are being carried out by some. I wouldn't call them. I don't want to put them in the shoes of our realtors, because at the end of the day, they're amateurs. They're amateurs. They don't know what they're doing, and they're untrained.
Mm-hmm.
So that has created a lot of trust issues, where people cannot trust each other, and
Has that caused trust
even
issues with the clients, or has that trust issues in the within the agents themselves, or has it been something of where it's just that Sri Lanka is not Sri Lanka doesn't have any type of regulation, or it doesn't have any type of a governing body for realtors where they all are come under one umbrella, so they're acknowledged and they're given that training and that the know-how of how to how that ethical practices and whatnot.
Yes, of course, regulation is a big problem. If you take any industry, there must be regulation. Regulation is something that even we would like if the government could get involved and come up with a solution for this. This is something that I think I have been speaking a lot, because I'm definitely an advocate on professionalism in real estate. That's something that I truly believe in, because if there is no professionalism in the industry, if there is no ethics, if there is no code of ethics, or if there is no policies or any sort of rules or regulations in the industry, then of course you and me, people like you and me, Akram, we are going to suffer, because there is no barrier to entry.
Yeah.
So what happens is every Tom, Dick, and Harry will get into the industry, right?
But
So that's a big
does
problem.
it also mean that clients also are not, they are also not, ethical in their uh, uh, dealings as well, because they don't fully understand the role of a realtor in Sri Lanka. You know.
Mm, yes, Akram, I would partly agree, but then don't you think it is the responsibility of a professional realtor? First thing is to show that professionalism. Second thing is to educate our clients. That's something that we must do. I wouldn't
Exactly.
blame clients, because I mean, because at the end of the day, uh, clients need to. If you show value, Akram, clients are going to pay. I must tell you that, through experience, right?
Yeah.
When you show value, because the clients think that a broker, this word broker is something that is very looked down upon in the country, right? Especially in real estate, right? So they think brokers are just people who connect the buyer and the seller, but just a connection, and then just sit back and get commission. That's true with an amateur. That happens. The client will think, I mean, why should I pay this guy for just connecting me or for just giving a referral, right? If you take us in the industry now, we give a 20% for referral, 20% of commission for a valid referral. What do you mean by valid referral? The seller or the buyer personally, right? So that's what a referral is, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not a guaranteed business, but then of course, that person is a connection for you. So that's something that we do for our people who connect us. So why would a client pay somebody for no value? I mean, not just for a connection or just for a referral. I mean, pay 3% or 1 month rental. It's not fair, because the client is doing all the hard work. But if in the case of a professional realtor, it's the professional realtor who does all the hard work. And trust me, I must tell you that our clients are very happy. They're very happy. Even if we are not able to sell that property or lease that property, still for all they understand that we have done our best to ensure that the client's property has not become a bargain. We have not exposed the property too much to the market, nor have we not screened people, right? We always screen the buyers, we always screen the tenant before we take them to the client. So that is something that is very important that we do. So as a service, I mean, the client totally understands that we've done our best to ensure that the client's interests are taken care of, right? And the
But
client is also, sometimes there are clients who ask me, Hussam, uh, okay, I'm going to give you 3 months exclusive, right? I'm going to, okay, what if you guys don't sell it? What's going to happen? So I'm going to tell them, sir, sir or madam, are you going to lose? You see, for that 3 months, the client also gets an opportunity to learn about the amount of the types of offers that are coming, the type of people who are coming to buy his property, what sort of negotiation points that you could pick up.
yeah,
Client also learns with us. So we always explain this to our clients, and they are very appreciative, and they always, I mean, most of them agree to go exclusive with us, which is great. And they've always kept to their words, and they pay their commissions, and they're very happy. So
yeah.
if the client is happy, they are definitely going to pay Akram. So I would definitely not blame them.
No, I think it's basically because there are the understanding of the whole realtor in Sri Lanka is still it's growing. It's still at its infancy. So there's a lot of room, and yes, definitely it will become a profession one day, and it will be something where lot of individuals and will be getting into it as something where because like I see a lot of people just doing real estate. There are so many people like just setting up pages, doing real estate, and even me, I've been with developers and I've worked with developments and done developments myself as well. And yeah, it's the whole. So we are dealt with a lot of agents and brokers and all that. But the thing is, there is like you said, like Remax, you all have your guidelines and your training and everything that you all do. Likewise, other real estate agencies, like if you are like established firm with years of practice, you have your own set of guidelines and practices that you all follow. So what can you say, Hussam, to like for like Sri Lankans who are trying to get into real estate? What are your thoughts, like how say an individual, a school graduate who wants to get into real estate and wants to start a career in real estate and wants to become a realtor? And how do you see a young individual of that in Sri Lanka taking on his career?
Yeah, very good question, Akram. In fact, we are looking at this segment also very closely. Thing is this: first of all, we must create the education to people who want to come into this industry that there is a full-time opportunity. It's a full-time job. Being a realtor is a full-time job, right? You can't be a doctor in the morning and have a job in the evening. Can you do that? Being a doctor is a full-time profession, right? So this is something that we must inculcate in the
I know a
industry.
lot
We
of
must tell
doctors.
people.
I know a lot of doctors who are practicing in the morning, but at night they're all on real estate.
Yeah, of course, but they're doctors, isn't it? They're doctors. They basically practice medicine, right? Of course, if he's a medical practitioner, right? So what I mean is, realtor part-time, doing an office job or some other administrative or accountancy in another firm. It's
Yeah.
not fair by the client. It's not fair by the client, because if you are into real estate, you must come in wholeheartedly. You must be there in the industry full time, because you can't expect the client to wait till you answer the call, till you finish your 8 to 5 job, or till your boss goes out for you to answer the call. You can't do that, can you? So you must be full time on the job. You must understand that this is a profession, and that you need full attention to detail. I mean, you must be there. You must educate yourself. You must aspire to grow within the industry. So if somebody asks me, okay, what should I do, I definitely would tell him, I mean, there are a lot of things that we are also planning out. You could always come and get yourself educated with Remax Infinity. We are ready to provide you with the Remax Fire Up training program, and ensure that you basically understand what real estate is before you get into the job. We'll also train you on the job. That's the most important
Hussam,
thing,
can
so
you just
that
tell
you're
us
on the job
something about
ready.
the Remax Fire Up program? What you do as a trainer? You're a certified trainer as well, right? Uh,
Yes, actually, I am the award winner for Remax Sri Lanka twice. I won it in 2018 and 2019. I won the Best Trainer Award with Remax in Sri Lanka. So basically, we have 7 modules on the Remax Fire Up program. So various topics. I mean, we talk about marketing, we talk about referral generation, we talk about how to win clients, how to basically do your administrative tasks, and also about the Remax systems. So much of things that we cover on the program, Akram.
Great. So
So
what
it's
are
like we take about 5 weeks to complete it.
5 weeks? So what if you would say someone who wants to do a Remax like a training program, they can do an independent training program with Remax, and they can do their own practice as well.
Currently, no. Currently, up is only it's only offered to agents who sign up with us. But yes, definitely in the future we will look at how we could give a separate or a different training program to agents who basically only want training and want to basically go and practice outside independently.
Great.
But currently, no. It's only offered for Remax agents.
So what do you think of some of the videos that we have started in terms of doing property tours, starting like a blog, and how do you think social media can be used or harnessed to, promote real estate? Like, what are your thoughts? Like, how do you see a trend in social media for real estate sales and marketing?
Okay. I'm a strong believer of social media. I think you would agree, Akram. You will always see me on social media. That's something that I really follow, because the thing is, if you're not on social media today, people will always anchor you with your previous job. Trust me, it always happens. Earlier, even after coming into the industry, I've had people call and ask me, Hussam, are you still working for HSBC? Because I was a previous HSBC employee, right? So they always ask me, I mean, are you still a banker? So that's bad. So I thought to myself, no, I need to be more visible in the market. One thing is being visible, and the other thing is to show people that I'm in this industry. That's one of the most important things. So social media is very important today for anyone, for any industry for that matter. You must use social media, especially at this point of time. You need to be visible in the market. You need to show people what you're doing, right? And of course, it works the other way around as well, right? It's good for us, I mean, to know what competition is that's going on. So we need to be on social media to find out what sort of competition we're going through, and also learning.
Yeah.
We learn from others as well. So we learn from you, Akram, you learn from us. It's the most important thing. It's about learning new things. We
How has
must share our new learnings.
Definitely, knowledge sharing is something which I've been strongly believing and collaborating and doing work like that. But how has the response been for yours through your digital promotion? How has it been very fruitful for you, or has it still are you all still learning on it?
Of course, it has been very fruitful. We've been in the industry for the last 3.5 years. There are a lot of people
So
who
what are
know us because of social media.
the platforms you all mainly engage on? I see you all are very much engaged on Facebook, but
Yeah, we're quite aggressive on Facebook. We also use Instagram. We use LinkedIn. You'll see us in all platforms. We even have our own channel, Remax Infinity Sri Lanka YouTube channel. So we are basically using every platform as much as possible. I mean, we use all the platforms. Not a big user of Twitter though, but I don't know how relevant it is as a realtor. But of course, definitely for knowledge sharing, it will help. But then if you take the other platforms, we're using it quite well, and definitely yes, good responses. We've been doing a lot of target boosting, and a lot of responses. Even my construction company, I get a lot of calls at this point of time. A lot of people calling, because everyone is mostly everyone is at home, isn't it? They're at home. They have more time to go on social media. They have more time to see our posts, right? So definitely yes, it's been a great asset.
So tell us some like apart from like real estate and being busy with the whole but finding listings to find helping your clients. So tell us something apart from the whole real estate world, but what keeps you going on your day, or what keeps you going mainly?
Yeah, of course, my family. That's I've got 2 lovely girls. So most of the time, I mean, if I'm at home, I spend more time with them. So because at the end of the day, we are most of us are worried to go out. So unfortunately, we can't go out, but we do a lot of things at home. We play some, we play Uno, so much of different things. They keep me going. So when I'm at home, I have to read books to them. So a lot of things that I do at home, Akram. So being a father is being something that I really enjoy with my girls. And right, girls are very close to their fathers. So I really enjoy being with them and spending time with them. So that's something that I'm doing now. Unfortunately,
Great.
not traveling much, but
So
really enjoying things at home. And we do things as much as possible at home.
great. So few things, Hussam, what can you say? What are your thoughts of growth for the real estate? Few things is like, one is what are your thoughts for future growth for the real estate market in Sri Lanka? And how do you see Sri Lankan real estate and the realtor in the future? And finally, what are your final thoughts on, how we as professionals can develop ourselves and what we can do to better the industry? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, one thing I can tell you is, Akram, as long as our banking system, as long as we do not go into a credit crunch or any sort of balloon, right? uh, we won't have a problem. I mean, Sri Lankan real estate, it's always been a safe investment. People have always seen appreciation. Right? Land is always appreciating. It's just that you need to know where to buy and when to sell. Where to buy, when to sell, right? And the other thing is passive income is great. I mean, look at the bank rates today. Bank rates are very low, right? If you have money, if you have money invested in the bank, the best thing to do is either go and buy a commercial property that would gain passive income for you, and also look at the appreciation in terms of capital gain. That's something that you could do for. But if do that with the help of a professional, that's the most important thing. So that's where you and me pitch in, Akram, right? We must advise our clients on the areas that are really appreciating. Right now, today I just went through some stats, and I only found that Horana is the only place that has depreciated. I don't know, for some whatever reason, right? But all the other areas, most of the other areas have appreciated. So I mean, how would I know this information? It's because I'm going and finding out. So that is my job. That is my job to make sure that everything is ready, right, for any investment. So that's something that I would like to see as a change in the industry, Akram, to see people do this as a full-time job, come there as a professional and advise clients, right? It's most important thing. We need to advise our clients on where to put their money. So that's something that I would like to share with you today about
Great, great.
professionalism.
Thanks, Usam. Thanks for being with us. I think we have a lovely chat, and I think we can share this also shortly. Get something properly once we compile this. And thanks for being here. This was, I think, a lovely discussion, and it was a long due discussion as well.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, Akram, and I really enjoyed having this chat with you. We must do this very often.
Yeah,
Thank you
yeah,
so much for the opportunity, and let's see how we could make a positive change in the minds of our clients in Sri Lanka, and also make that change in the industry for the betterment of our younger generation who would like to enter the industry.
yeah.
Not only that, also to foster that friendship with the players in the other industry as well. Yeah.
Great, great. Thanks,
Thank you so
Usam.
much.
Have a great night. See you.
See you.